Hello and welcome to the show. I am back here in Finland for some more My Summer Car. Last time off, we left our little Satsuma at the workshop. It is now all ready to go. We can see, well, there's a roll cage going on in there. There's plenty of beer in the back. Yeah, it's ready now to become a kind of proper rally car. I think it's actually fixed some of the bodywork. Not completely. Okay. I seem to remember this door over here was... Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's just the angle that we were at made it look better. Yeah, I think it did. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about that. Yes, our car is kind of ready for, well, rally parts. Now, what I am going to... Oh, piss. I dropped the bonnet. Can we do it? Right, that's the way to do it. One thing I'm just going to quickly check. I did just think about after filming last episode, I did kind of put a little bit of an edit in. The oil filter might not be done all the way. Is that now... I think it was done all the way. I think that's all the way done up now. As it might be a reason why we were losing oil, possibly. Yeah, that's definitely done all the way. I'm just going to top up the... I'm paranoid. Now you guys have told me about it. I was blissfully unaware driving around and probably would have exploded everything. But now I am paranoid about it. We're just going to check. Yeah, I think it just does. Is losing quite a lot over time at the moment, which is concerning, to say the least. But there we go. It's going through more oil than my bloody RX-8 does. To be fair, the RX-8 actually is not as bad going through oil as you expect. Petrol, that's the problem. That's the thing that gets you. The amount of petrol that it goes through is absurd. Come on, are we going to... Actually, there we go. We're going to finally register, and that'll do the trick. Maybe me fiddling around with the oil filter would have done the job. Right, that can drop back in there. Ooh, before we go, I meant to drop this back off at the house. The jack, however... I forgot. So it went all the way home and then all the way back again in the car. Fingers crossed it doesn't glitch everything out. Now we're going to go up. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Kind of perfect. It's close enough. Right, you come across there. There we go. Right, we are now going to head off to the shop because hopefully new car parts are going to be there. We're also going to get a chance to drive our now working... I say working, fingers crossed. Steering is the bigger thing with this car here that we're going to be checking out. I've also plugged my controller in for this particular drive. Right, there we go. Is the choke out? Let's put the choke out for a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can remember which way around I've done my gears. Would be helpful. And here we go. Now, I shall start by pointing out that when I reloaded this game, it turned out it didn't save last time out. So where I murdered it saved when I was at the workshop, but it didn't save essentially the drive home. So where I murdered the little green car last time out, that's not happened. We've gone down a slightly alternate universe, shall we say. Oh, it's so nice to have the car driving in a straight line again. That is fantastic. And not making funny noises. Everything is good. Right, so yeah, anyway, we're in a slightly parallel universe at this moment in time where the little green car is still around, so we might still have issues with running into that. I'm hopefully not going to. I mean, we got away with running into it in the muscle car because muscle car is big and strong and everything, but we're probably not going to come off so well in a collision with it against the little Satsuma. We should probably... Oh, careful now. This is really, really difficult to try and do with driving on a controller and looking around with the mouse, but that's just how it goes, I'm afraid. Oh, careful with the car, scraping the floor a little bit. Now, it is going to be a bit of a interesting arrangement session going on to try and get everything into our Satsuma, because we're already carrying a whole bunch of cases of beer. We've got... Oh, carefully does it down here. We've got like a radiator. We've got all of that, the radiator, the exhausts, and so on are in this build, along with the body kit. We could probably just stick the body kit straight on, couldn't we? If I remembered correctly, I'll know which package should be the body kit. There we go. We're actually cruising along quite nicely at 100 kilometers an hour out here on the dirt. Not too shabby. Whoa! Almost got some... That was almost our first airtime in the Satsuma. That was almost our first airtime in this car. Ooh, got it. We're going to lose bodywork if we're not careful. If I seem to remember correctly, like the wide arches and front sort of... I say splitter, it's not really, it's kind of just front body kit, are actually very, very strong. They really don't fall off the car when you have a crash. So we might be okay with not losing them. I'm actually kind of slightly worried about the fenders, as they're quite notorious for pinging off so far in this build that I have done. Oh, it is so much nicer having a car that drives in a straight line. I'm slightly terrified of what this car is going to be like performance-wise. I say performance-wise because, well, I guess the muscle car is probably the quickest thing you will drive on this game until you start modifying the Satsuma. I've not driven something potentially as quick as this car will be. I'm really hoping I've got my time of days right. Fingers crossed. I hope the delivery should be here. It should be here. I think it's a couple of days since I placed the order. We will wait and see. Oh, I am very nervous of that yellow car, the arsehole over there. Please do not suddenly find some sort of grip or whatnot and crash into me. Is there... Oh, piss, it's not here. Bugger! Right. Well, our delivery isn't here, although the shop might not quite be open yet. So what we're going to do... We've made it a way to the town. I don't actually know what the town is called. However, I'm very, very happy with my car. The car is driving nicely. It is driving well. We've got good air-fuel ratio going on. We're not completely and utterly unhappy. There's still our crate of beer over there. Interesting. Let's go and see. I mean, it might just be we're a little bit early. We'll go see if the shop is open. And if the shop is open... Okay, so the shop isn't open. Hello! Don't mind me. We're just... Look, it has to be done. We have to run and jump across the bonnet of the yellow car. That is mandatory. Also, we have to wee on stuff that displeases us. Can we? No, we can't. We haven't quite got the range. Sorry. There we go. Oh, we missed. We haven't quite got the range to wee on him. Oh, I was hoping we haven't quite got our timings down. Now we can go and skip some time, which is probably what I'm going to do, and then hopefully our delivery should be here. Right, a quick reload, and oh, there is the yellow car. He's kept it out of the wall this time. Well done. That is the first time I've ever seen him make that corner and not plough into the shop. Impressive work there. Impressive work indeed. Look, I didn't do anything. I didn't run and jump over your car. You're just an arsehole. It does not sound particularly pleasant weather going on out here. Ah, hello. How are you doing? We will pay the postal order. I think about 8,000 something or other. Monies. And then we are going to play... Oh, bloody hell. I don't know what that was. Just I think it's just shadow moving across. I was worried about to get run over. Oh, bloody hell. That's a very, very big parcel to try and fit in a very, very small car. Bugger. Is that going to be the... that's not the body kit, is it? Okay, let's try and figure out. That, I think, is the radiator. That's no problem. These, I don't know what these are going to be. The smaller bits and pieces, I would suspect. They're no problem. We can fit them all in. This, I think, is the body kit. That must be the exhaust. Ah, that's the exhaust. One of these is going to be the muffler at the back. One of them is going to be the... exhaust manifold, I think. I can't remember now everything I've ordered. It's been such a long time. Right, so if we open this, yes, okay, fantastic. It is the body kit. Now we can stick this on the car, so we don't have to worry about fitting these in the boot. Maybe. There we go. Body kit on. Stick the fenders on. Well, it's going to look really odd. I apologise for that. That was the rear left, wasn't it? We want front left, front left, front left. Oh, no, didn't quite click on it. Probably not a good idea to be working on your car in a thunderstorm, or what is quickly going to become a thunderstorm. Surprised it hasn't started raining yet. You are the front right. I don't know how on earth we're going to fit. We can't really fit the exhaust out here. I do have the toolkit, but I don't really have the height to do it. It's a little bit, I say height to do it. Much easier trying to fit the exhaust when you've got it over the pit, because it's notoriously glitchy trying to get the damn thing on in the first place, so I'm not going to be able to do that out here. Whoa! Ah! For God's sake. With the render... Now I'm stuck on top of the shop. Hello, world. How are we doing today? I've not got this viewpoint before. This is a new one. I don't really want to jump on my car because I'll have to bend something. We should be okay. Considering the height that we just got there, we should be able to just climb down onto the sort of parcel delivery area. Fine. Bloody hell. What is it with the random space missions? I'm only trying to build a car. Maybe this is Finland's space program. Maybe this is they're just trying to send half-drunk locals up to space by launching them off of stairs and doors. I mean, it's not got us that far, but it has got us to the roof of a few buildings. Anyway, I digress. We've got very distracted now. We're going to take out all of the beer, because it will go back in the car. May get drunk. We may get angry. We'll have to wait and see how this goes. Let's clear as much space as we can, because the beer will fit around. In fact, the beer can fit in the front seat or wherever need be. The issue I think we're going to have here is, while there is plenty of space inside this car, motor oil, you can come out as well. There is plenty of space. It's this kind of... I wonder if we can get the back panel out though, can't we? Yeah, we can get the panel out. That's fine. But we've still got the lip going around there. That's going to be the issue, isn't it? Let's have a look. Shall we see? This is a bigger parcel than I was kind of expecting. I probably should have been prepared for it. If I wasn't trying to be lazy, I would have bought the van, of course. But I had hoped. That's going to be like almost too... That's going to be too big to fit in the car. Maybe if we unpackage it, we can just sort of wiggle the exhaust through. That might do the trick. Right, exhaust. Look at the shiny, shiny exhaust. It's not going to stay very shiny for long. Could we get to the exhaust? There we go. Thank you, despawning package. Let's try and fit this into... Anyone that's ever tried to fit IKEA furniture in a small car, you will know the pain that I'm about to go through here. That's done I say it's done really well. It's slightly... slightly fallen out in places where it shouldn't. That's not so good, is it now? Yeah, if you've ever tried to fit lots of furniture in a little car... Yeah, I mean that's not going to cause a problem there at all. The worst, I guess, the worst kind of stuff when I moved out, I had to go and buy a new desk and so on, and the car I had at the time was an MX-5. Now, an MX-5 is not exactly good for carrying anything really. It can carry just about shopping, like from Tesco's or whatever, but nothing more than that. So I had to take the Clio. Now my parents, we can't even fit this in the... Okay, we're going to fit this in the passenger seat. We're going to fit it in the other way around. Yeah, my parents still have my first car, my Mark 1 Clio. It's probably about the most reliable 500 quid I've ever spent on a car. And I had to take that because that had more space, but it only had a little bit more space. And trying to fit a desk, and a massive size desk as well that I have, into the Clio was, well, kind of a bit like this is going at the moment. It's, yeah, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I ended up having the desk... kind of at the angle the exhaust is at, quite amusingly, and it wasn't going through the roof. And, yeah, it kind of wedged it in the corner, and it did the job. Oh! Exhaust, no. Okay, this is really, really dodgy at the moment. We're going to something is going to get lost in this car on the way there. It's just, what is going to fall out? Wonder if I take out the... Okay, right, new plan. New plan. We don't need the passenger seat anyway. We're taking the passenger seat out. This is a unusual but entertaining... Oh, no. Why? What's gone on with the seat? Things have gone really badly wrong. I didn't mean to... I activated the wrong part, and now the seat's been leant forwards, and that's not what we wanted to do at all. Oh, this was an unexpectedly entertaining game to play. Right. Toolkit. So glad we bring this around with us everywhere. Okay. Open the toolkit. That's the ticket. Right. Let us try and remember what size spanner we need for this. Is it the Diddy one? I don't think it's the Diddy one. Now I've said that. There we go. Perfect. I didn't actually know the seats came forward. I guess I should have expected it. I've never really had any... Well, you never have a cooler to use them. Probably a bit easier, actually, finding some of the bolts when it's like this. If we can... come on, finish head bump method. Come on, we can... Oh, there's one there. Finding the one at the back is always a little bit of a pain in the arse. I guess it's got to be somewhere around there-ish. There it is. Got the bugger. Right, if we take out the passenger seats... I just want you out. Out of the car. Shopkeep, I have an item for you. present for all the trouble that I have caused. I have caused much trouble, let's face it, in, in this area. Right, now the exhaust might fit a little bit. I say it's going to fit a little bit better. The exhaust runs the length of the car, so we're trying to fit something that's as long as the car inside the car, which is slightly shorter than, well, kind of the full length of it, if that makes any sense to you. I hope it does. I hope it makes more sense to you than it did to me. We're kind of now hooking it on the roll cage. That's working out neat enough, isn't it? Like that. There we go. Yes. Nothing could go wrong with any of that at all. This parcel can fit in the passenger side perfectly well now. I mean, there's no real issue with this, is there? I guess I could take the tyres out. They probably would then fit in... I say the tyres would probably fit in individually neater, but then we're going to have so much crap wobbling around inside this car. Oh, this is dodgy as anything. Right, that's in. We're just going to load up the back now. Nothing could go wrong with any of this loading. Nothing in the slightest could go wrong with this plan. We're just going to go down the road and every parcel is going to fall out the back of the car. Still not rained though. So, I mean, you know, we've got to think positive. We've got to think positive in this day so far. That can stay in there. We may have to leave some beer. We may have to come back for the beer. Car parts are more important than beer. I'm going to say anyway. And then this is probably the muffler or something. Drop. Yes. Perfect. Perfect indeed. Our little game of car Tetris is about the most unorganised thing in the world. Although part of that is down to slightly glitchy physics. Whoop. Exhaust. Oh dear. No. Oops. We've cracked the windscreen. That's not so clever of me. That's fine. It's fine. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong here, apart from the broken windscreen. Yes. We're okay. We're going to leave the seat, though, because I have no need for that. Warning triangle is probably going to be needed at some point, let's face it. Look at that. We've got the boot closed. We've got the passenger's door closed. Now, if we can just get the coolant in, which we can, we're kind of putting it through the rear window. There we go. I can speak English good, honest. And then the oil. And then the toolkit can go in the footwell. That's annoying about the windscreen. I don't know if my cheating method of fixing stuff, whether that will automatically fix the windscreen. It might. So I'm going to do that anyway, because the glitchy physics broke my car long before we broke it with the package there. Right. In we go. Our car is a horrible, horrible mess, and we're going to try and drive it home without losing everything. This can only go spectacularly well. I'm afraid we are going to be unable to use the, what's it called? The choke, because I can't get to it. There's a box in the way. There's a bus there. Oh, camera. Let's get you back into a nice, helpful viewing point. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong button. That nearly caused some issues. Right, we are away. We are off on our journey back towards home. I can't really see, but I probably should check here just to make sure. I can't really see past the box, so fingers crossed we don't get murdered by the Techno Viking, wherever he may be. I've got to set my gears up the wrong way round. Apparently I have X to change up and A to change down, and for whatever reason my brain is wanting to use A to change up. Don't know why, but there we go. Normally I have A as clutch. That would be the button I'd use on Forza for the clutch. We're on a nice tarmac road, which is good. There is no problems over here. Let's hope that PC Plod are not hanging around the next corner. I would rather not get into any trouble with the fuzz. We're up to 100 kilometers an hour in our Satsuma, going relatively in a straight line. Is there any Plod? Does not look like it. I'm also being very, very aware of my rearview mirror to make sure that we don't get crashed off in the same manner that we did last time. That would be very annoying, and we've got so many bits hanging out of our car at the moment I could really do without an accident. Okay, off the main road we go. We'll visit the airport at some point. I think there's drag racing to be done there. When we've got our car fully modified, we will head to the airport and prat around over there. For now, we are back onto the bumpy road, heading for home. Well, it has been a very uneventful drive home, which is always good. Let's face it, in my summer car, it's always nice to have an uneventful drive. However, how many of our parcels are still in the car? That is the question here. We are going to go and pull it into the garage because we've got an exhaust to fit. That will do. How many parcels are still in our car? I don't know if the exhaust is. No, the exhaust is. It's all still in here. Fantastic. Fantastic news. The exhaust is sticking out the back a little bit. However, I would say that's a very, very successful trip home. Shall we turn the car off? Well, I'm not quite sure where the exhaust front part is. However, on the whole, it is all held together. Where is the racing exhaust? Let's get the rest of these boxes out that we can. How is that floating? I guess it's probably resting on the racing harnesses. Toolbox. That's where the rest of the exhaust is. It's kind of now managed to. Who knows? Who knows? Let's just get it out of the car. This has taken a lot more faff than I was expecting. When I came to redo this series, I thought, all right, a couple of episodes in, we'll have our car ready to go rallying and so on. But no, this has been a lot more of a pain in the arse than I would have expected. However, we have got to the stage now. I'm just going to open up these bits. Racing radiator, fantastic. What do we got here? Racing. Or steel headers. Okay, either way. Racing bits and pieces. There we go. That's the other thing. Twin carburetors, of course. They will probably have to be adjusted, etc. We'll wait and see on that one there. Hey, look at these. Lovely, lovely rally tyres. We're getting there. We're going to have an awesome rally car. And I'm going to crash immediately. And then everyone will laugh at me. Or I say crash, it might just roll. We might go for a roll. We'll be okay with a roll. Is that all of that? No, there's one more parcel to try and grab out of the car. Can't do it from the back there. We can't quite reach. And plenty of beer to keep us going, which is good because we're actually now quite thirsty. Oh crap! We're gonna be car. Thank you. Got a little bit stuck in the door, as it tends to happen a lot, especially with my cars. The doors do like to eat you. And this, of course, is going to be the racing muffler. So there are our collection of rally parts, all managed to be brought home all in the Satsuma, which I think is not bad going. Where do we begin with? Well, I guess we'll put the internal. We'll put the interior. That's the word we're looking for. Shall we have a beer to celebrate us driving home and not dying? I think that's a good call, really. How far can we... we can just about get it out of the garage. It's fine. I think we do still have plenty of sausages lying around in the van as well for food, if need be. Oh, there we go. And then there's a couple more crates. I think we'll probably keep the coolant and all of that inside the car. You never know when you're going to need it in this vehicle. Right. We should still have the right-sized spanner for taking out of the seat. A little bit more difficult to do this when the camera is wibbling and wobbling, but we're still on the relatively sober side compared to some of the... oh, God's sake. It was only 2 beers. My character is such a lightweight. Come on, look, it's not that... Oh. There we go. That's fine. And then over this side, we will... okay, we'll go for the crouch down and hope method. That's the... Oh, for God. This was a dumb idea. We should have gone into the house. We should have gone for the water, but no. We had to go for the beer because I'm being lazy. And laziness is not a good thing in this game. Somewhere around here will be the other bolt. There it is. Right in the workings there. Ha-ha. Right. Seat is out, and I can go over there for now. We'll get the steering wheel out of the car as well. Where did I throw the toolkit? We did bring the toolkit home, right? Yeah, I was going to say, if I'd left that at the shop, there would be a very, very unhappy Alex at this moment in time. I seem to remember this was one of the larger spanners. At some point, if you play this game enough, you will probably know all the spanner sizes. Come on, go back to there. There we go. Oh, and then we're having issues opening. Have we really had that much to drink that we're having trouble opening the toolbox? I think so. That's not quite it. Come on, we can figure this one out. Eventually, we will get there. Well, this is when we've used the one that we need to, but we've missed getting the hitbox. Maybe we go a little bit closer just to be on the doubly safe sure side of things. This one, there we go. Right, steering wheel drop, and that can go over there as well with the stock car parts. We're going to have plenty of spares for this by the time we are done, which is probably going to be needed, let's face it. After we've done the rally, it's probably all going to be broken, and we'll need all of the nice bits will be broken, and we'll have some spare bits lying around ready. What are you? Your passenger seat. Driver's seat, that can go in first. I don't know if you need a passenger seat to get into the rally. I don't really know what the inspection entails. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Before we go put this in, can we... Oh, we should probably go put the racing harness in. Might be easier to do this when there is no seats in. I don't really know. I don't know how this goes in, quite frankly. So, yeah, this is a thing that's going to be fun. Oh, wait, hold on. I saw it. Ha-ha! Right. Do I need to buy 2 racing harnesses? One for the driver, one for the passenger. That would be annoying. If we did, because I did... Actually, I don't even know if you can. Maybe it will automatically be applied to the passenger seat as well, now that I've put it in one side. Possible, I guess. I apologise as well for having to go through all of this bloody stuff again. I didn't know about the roll cage initially, so yeah, I have put racing seats and steering wheel in previous. However, the harness is new, and it does look like it needs some bolts doing up. Yeah, it will do. Right. I'm going to guess, what is this? Was this an 8? Oh, look at that! I have got the guesswork down, well, for this one, at least. And then there'll be one down there, and there'll be one on the other side. I'm looking at the passenger side, and it does look like there is slots for a harness. There's the little plates down the bottom there. So I'm hoping that when I put the seat in, it will automatically apply it. Otherwise, I don't know what I've done wrong, other than perhaps I should have had the passenger seat in as well. So, say, like, put both the seats in before putting the harness in. Well, we'll have to see. Oh. I want to have this. I want to kind of vaguely put it in the right position, just in case physics gets angry at me. Oh, probably should have taken out that car jack, because we know what happens when that gets glitchy. Okay, well, there's no harnesses on that, but shush. Basically, is what we're going for. Can we? You know what, bugger it. You know, that's going to stay. If it comes to the rally and we fail the inspection thing that they go through, I'll know what I need to do. So, yeah. Alright, let's tighten up the seat. Then we have got performance bits and pieces to put on the vehicle. We'll make a start. We'll make a start today with some performance parts, I think. Shall we have a go at the exhaust? If something is going to glitch up and make a mess of everything at the end of this episode, it's going to be the exhaust, because the exhaust is horrible to work with. Have I parked far enough forward? Yeah, just. Now, are we going to have got incredibly lucky? Of course we haven't. But the toolkit is over there. Can we get this positioned perfectly to... toolbox. Yes! Oh, crap. No. Carefully does it. If we go... kind of dropping it on our face here, but it's the easiest way of doing things, okay? There's no way of kind of doing small shimmies around. Now, we want to go for that one. Then we're trying to guesstimate at bloody spanner sizes. You, maybe... for exhaust, nope. Might be a smaller one, actually. Let's guess there. Nope. It's going to be this small? There, apparently it is. Oh, please don't glitch out and break my car. Please. Or at least, please don't tell me I've bent the chassis so much since we put this exhaust on that it'll glitch out and break the car. That might be the better thing to say. Wasn't there another bit that it goes on that? That's what we want. Oh, well, we just dropped it on our face, as you do. Right, exhaust pipe. Horrible, horrible, rusty exhaust pipe. I should probably be careful taking it through the car. That's fine, though. Right. That can stay there. Now begins the delicate job of putting the nice shiny one vaguely in the right place. Oh, no, they're carburetors. Racing exhaust. I don't know whether this changes the sound of the car. I don't know whether we've got that level of detail in the game. We're going to very, very quickly find out, I suspect, when we try and do this. Now, the fun and games of the exhaust. The easiest way I found to do this, okay, is you've got to stand as far away from it as possible and kind of going at it from the side here. Oh, has that gone on first time? It does look like it. Yes, look at that. That's 2 in a row, while you didn't see the initial build of this kind of V2 Satsuma, where I put the first exhaust on. With the sports exhaust, it has gone in first time, and it is staying there. Obviously, not too benter a chassis from all of our escapades so far. This kind of feels a little bit like Car Mechanic Simulator, when you've got your horrible rust bucket car, and then you go and buy all of the brand new parts, and you start putting them on, and then you've got some really shiny parts, and then some not really shiny parts. Shall we go and do the muffler as well? Are you for the exhaust muffler, or are you for bits of chassis? I'm not even sure. Now can't even get the hitbox. No, I think you are. Okay, right, good. That is just for the muffler. Whoop. That can go. I'm liking the throwing of car parts around. I could probably have done with pulling it just a tad further forward, my Satsuma, but there we go. Oh, that nearly went on very wonkily. Oh, let's crouch before we break the game. Don't want to break the game. No breaking of game today. That can go in there. Right, exhaust, done. Exhaust, I'm happy with. What we will finish off this episode with, I think, is a respray of the car. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I just spy? Oh, not again. I have a terrible habit of getting the... these brake fluid containers caught in wheel wells and so on. That'll do there. I'll leave them. Alright. Now, colours. I'm thinking we've got to go something a bit silly. We're going to go different from the orange and black. I know it's weird for me to say. However, the orange and black car died, so we're going to go for something else. I'm thinking bright pink. I saw a few suggestions for bright pink. What I might do is we might go bright pink and then have like the body kit as black. Could be quite an interesting looking thing. I'm hoping that's the idea here. Is that we'll go for interesting looking. Distinctive rally car is what we will get out of this at the end of it. And I'm okay with distinctive rally car. Hold on, you just sit there for a second, paint can. This is even pinker than I was imagining it would be. But sure, oh, no, that's the wrong button. That's the button we want. This might be a little bit... might be a little bit too pink for this to look quite how I'm wanting it to. I don't know if you can paint the roll cage. We'll find out in a minute. We will see if we can get a interesting looking roll cage. There we go. Right, here we go. We're going for paint can Skittles. Oh, that's too far. Too good or a throw by me. I was going to say we could go for the matte black, but we're not going to. In this one, we're going to stick with normal. There we go. Now, let's try and not paint the fender by accident. It's quite easy to intend to paint something, miss, and then end up painting the larger part. Again, not a problem we have with a real car per se, but yeah. Black wing will... yeah, it's. I could do with probably a little... It'd probably work better the other way around, actually, with the whole car black, and then pink accents around it might look slightly less silly, but then... Well, this is me we're talking about, and I do tend to go for silly cars. That will do there. Oh, inside the car we go. And I don't know if we can paint the roll cage. A little bit of guesswork. Doesn't seem to be going. I mean, it is letting me spray, but I think it's just... Yeah, I think it'll just let you spray paint anywhere. Okay, maybe we can't do the roll cage. We may come back. We may come back to the... oh, wow, look at that. Managed to throw it and land it. Come back to the paint. Possibly. I don't know, actually. It might grow on me, or I might hate it. We'll wait and see, really, on on that front. The Satsuma is starting to be to be rallyified. Now, we've got the seats in, we've got the harnesses in, we've got the roll cage in, we played a game of car Tetris, managing to make it home with all of the bits attached, except for the windscreen. That is slightly gone. Well, we'll deal with that later, and then we have old bits of car littering. I can make a little pile of old bits of car. I was going to say, what on earth is that over there in the road, but that's a beer can. That, though, is going to be it for this video, guys. Next time out, we should hopefully have the car ready for some rallying. We'll probably go for a bit of a test drive as well, with it all performance-ified. That's a word. Most definitely a word. Thank you very much for watching, and until then, goodbye.